Latin Caribbean TV. I'm Lizette. Over the next half hour, we want to explore Caribbean and Latin life in and around Canada's largest city. With more than 500,000 people from 36 different countries, Southern Ontario is home of all the sights, sounds, and sensuality of these two vibrant cultures. We begin in Toronto with some Caribbean flavor. Let's check. I'm here with Coldrick, and he's in charge of the costumes of the girls that we will see in a few minutes dancing in this Caribbean event. So thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you.
And I want to know more about the costumes because what I know now that are amazing. But you tell me more.
Okay, I'm from a band called Fantasia International, and we're a mass making band here in Toronto. This is our 6th year, and this year our theme is Unleash Your Fantasy. Tonight, what you're going to see here are models from 3 sections within the theme. One is Candy Shop, the other one is Forbidden Fruit. Okay, so you'll see the girls in costumes tonight.
So I am Angela de los Santos, and we are here with 2 of the girls. So let's talk to them and see what's gonna happen tonight right here. Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Kanda.
Okay, and you, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Denisha. It's nice to meet you.
Okay, so I have a couple questions for you girls. So what's gonna happen here tonight?
So tonight we're showcasing Fantasia's costumes. I'm wearing Forbidden Fruit, and we're here to just spread the word about Caribana and all that it has to offer, such as these gorgeous costumes from Fantasia International.
Which is great, by the way. Oh my God, it's so hot. So one more question. In Caribana, you gonna have music as well?
Yes. So the music is soca, but there are other elements such as reggae, dancehall, different Caribbean music comes in, but there are influences from Latin American countries, which is beautiful. So little salsa, little samba, little thing in there. So yeah, it's exciting.
Okay, and which one is the date for Caribana?
Caribana this year, it always falls on the first Saturday of August, so this year will be August 2nd.
August 2nd. Did you hear that? August 2nd is going to be Caribana, and you're going to have these girls there with the beautiful costumes and many more things. So be ready for that. So thank you, girls.
Thank you very much.
And enjoy the party tonight.
We hope to see you there.
Yes, we will. Thank you very much.
Those were very sexy costumes and even sexier dance moves. And dance is where we are taking you now. More specifically, salsa. If you have ever wondered how salsa got its name, you're not alone. In fact, there are several theories, and my favorite one is because dance is a mixture of different styles, just like salsa or sauce in English. It's a mixture of different ingredients. We caught up with a top salsa dancer who might agree with that theory. Let's see. Well, hi, I am here with Tanya Wong, and well, thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for having me today.
Well, I want to know, Tanya, you are from Hong Kong, but you live here in Toronto. So how did you fall in love with the Latin music?
Okay, it's an interesting story. I'm not sure if I should be sharing here, but I will. So what happened was in university, I met this guy who's a Latino guy. So he actually introduced me to salsa, bachata. He would take me to clubs, and I'm like, hey, this is very fun. Like, I'm professionally trained in ballet all my life. I started when I was like 6 years old. So I was trained in Hong Kong. And when I got to learn this salsa and bachata, I find it the dance is a lot less structured. Like in ballet, it's very formal. You have to be standing like this, and your head has to be like this. So in salsa and bachata, I find it more relaxing. It's less structured and a lot of passion, which I really like. So that's how I got to know about it. And then what happens with my ballet training is that I realized that a lot of the technique that I learned, the spinning, the lines actually work really well in salsa bachata. And I'm like, hey, I can do this pretty easily. So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that. So.
Oh my God! So it's a nice story. So what styles? Because you told me bachata, you told me salsa, and you told me different ones before. So tell me all the styles that you can dance.
So I specialize in salsa and bachata. So I compete worldwide, perform in Asia, Europe, all over the place. But I also do merengue. We do cha-cha, cumbia, casino hueda, and then like on the Latin ballroom side, I do the rumba, the jive, samba, paso doble. So pretty much everything. Yeah.
Now, how many years have you been dancing this Latin music?
I won't tell you how many years because then I'm gonna reveal how old I am.
Okay.
I started learning salsa when I was in university.
But I'm pretty sure you're young, eh?
Well, we'll see. We'll calculate. But I guess more seriously, when I actually start taking my first class, it would have been like about 9 years ago. Yeah.
And you told me before something about Las Vegas and a congress and a party. And I was like, why I'm not there? No, so tell me more about that.
Okay, so what we were talking about earlier was that basically I run, other than my regular group lessons where people drop in and take lessons, we also run, we call this performance groups. So I run this particular group that is actually a franchise called Alma Latina. For us, Toronto. So Alma Latina is actually a very famous dance group, world famous. They won pretty much like the top team in the world. So what they come up with is that they franchise. They do choreography every season, like every 4 months. They make a choreography, and I was lucky to be picked as a director of Toronto. So what they do is they send me the video, and I go recruit dancers, and I train them. I teach them this choreography, and they get to perform. So what happened in Vegas is that we have this Las Vegas Salsa Congress. So this is basically a weekend of not just partying. We have a lot of workshops, so people worldwide would go there, teach, perform. Every day there's going to be workshops, there's shows at night, and then there's partying till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. every day. But what we also did is that since I am performing there with my partner, I decided that I will bring my students there and they can perform as well. So they got there and they met up with 5 other cities. So there's like Montreal, Phoenix, LA, I can't remember the rest, Mexico. So we all got together because we all learned the same routine. So basically we met, we had 2 rehearsals, and then we got on stage. There are 44 of us, and we performed the same routine on the big stage. And I was very proud of my students because they all ended up being featured in the front row, because there were so many people we won't fit on the stage, so some people were on the floor basically. So it was a really interesting experience, and of course we did our training rehearsal shows, but we party quite a bit in Vegas as well. But that was team bonding. Very good.
Music, dance, party. I don't know why, I'm just loving it.
It's Latino culture. Right?
It's Latino.
I'm learning it. I'm Chinita, but I know this.
So you speak a little bit of Spanish. Yes, you can.
Muy poquito. One of my partners from Ecuador, I was telling you, so he always forced me to speak Spanish. We were teaching 1 week in Ecuador, and he would just throw me on the streets, put me in a restaurant, make me order my own stuff, and I'll be looking at the menu, polo, I'm trying to order my stuff. But yeah, I'm learning. It's very important actually to learn Spanish, so I'm working on it. It's for me, when I, let's say I do a choreography, I always try to use my Google Translate very well. I translate the lyrics to make sure that I understand the lyrics of the music. So when I choreograph, I know exactly my movement is matching what the song is saying. So if, like, for example, like Promise, the bachata song, they're saying that he's like scared to fall in love, I can't be laughing and with the music. So I need to understand to be able to perform well, to choreograph well, and so it's important. I'll learn next time when I come up here.
Next time will
I'll
be
speaking Spanish next time.
Okay, next time will be everything in Spanish.
Everything in Spanish.
Okay, I want to know where your studios are, because you told me that you have like different ones?
Yeah, I have quite a few studios. So one of my main studios is in Markham. So I also have studios downtown, Young and Rosedale, and there's also one at Sinclair and Winola, where the Salsa and Sinclair is this weekend. You heard about it?
Yes.
Okay, so there's another studio over there. So basically, I'm all over the place. I do a lot of privates as well. So I'm all over GTA. I get invited tomorrow. I'm in Hamilton, and then I'm gonna be in Detroit, Washington D.C. So I teach everywhere, but studio-wise in Toronto, there's 3. For now.
Amazing. I told you, it was amazing. Thank you, Tanya, so much. Thank you, really, for being... That was fun. No, that was fun, really. Thank you for being here. And, well, we will go back there. Hey, we are back. And I want to ask you something. Are you feeling like dancing yet? Because I'm feeling a little bit. And if not, our next report will definitely get you in the mood. And don't feel guilty, salsa music is contagious. And that was definitely the case on St. Clair's Street during the year's Salsa Festival, where the rain didn't dampen anyone's desire to dance. Let's check it out. We are in the festival Salsa on St. Clair, and despite of the rain, we are having a great time. And I'm still here in Salsa on St. Clair, and I am with the owner of Step Studio. She's Jennifer. She's from Canada, and I want to know more about this studio and some dancers, of course. So thank you, Jennifer, for being with me.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So tell me the story. How did you fall in love with Latin music?
I went to the Dominican Republic on vacation many years ago, and I stepped off the plane, and that was it. I was in love with the music, and I've been dancing ever since.
Where we can contact you?
We have a website at www.stepsdancestudio.com, or you can call us at 416-656-STEP.
And you can speak a little bit of Spanish, right?
Sí, puedo entender todo.
She's saying that she can understand everything. So thank you so much for being with me and all the dancers, because we shoot them before. They were great dancing. So thank you. One thing for the camera.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
That's great.
Hola.
And of course, he's from Mexico, so you know perfectly, right?
¡Arriba México!
Okay, thank you so much for being with me. Let's go. Woo! I definitely enjoy that, just like I will enjoy taking in next year's Pan American Games. Over 6,000 athletes from 41 countries will compete for 16 days in July. The motto for the games, United we play. We sent our reporter Angela to find out how you can too.
Here I am with Fulvio Martinez from the Pan Am Games. So we're going to have a conversation with him about what's going to happen at the Pan Am 2015.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation, Angela.
And welcome. So what is your role in the Pan Am Games?
I am the coordinator of communications and media relations, and I deal with the media both locally and internationally. And my job is to basically spread the word and tell people through media outlets about the games.
Okay. So I want to know more about what's going to happen in the Pan Am Games.
Well, we're very excited about the Pan Am Games. Toronto 2015 is something historical for us. They are the largest games ever held in Canadian soil. So that's very unique. They are big, and people don't know this, and they're surprised to learn this, that they are bigger than the Vancouver Olympics, for example. They are bigger than the Summer Olympics held in Montreal, and they are bigger than the previous Pan Am Games held in Winnipeg. So they're the largest games, multi-sport game that has ever been organized in Canada. What does that mean? It means over 10,000 athletes, coaches. It means 41 countries. It means 51 sports. It means the city of Toronto and 15 other municipalities holding competitions or training facilities. So it's a massive undertaking, and part of that means also recruiting 23,000 game time volunteers, which we're still in the process of doing.
Wow. It's a large thing, eh?
Very large games, and we're excited about a couple of specific and unique things about the games. Number one, that of the all Olympic sports that are included in the Pan Am Games, because all of them are included, are part of those 51 sports, about 18 of them are going to be qualifying events for Rio 2016. So what does that mean? It means, number one, that Toronto is the way to get to the Olympics, the Summer Olympics that are going to be held in Rio in 2016. And number two, it means that these countries are going to be bringing the best of the best to compete in Toronto. In fact, the Canadian Olympic Committee has already committed to sending out, well, not sending because it's our home games, right? But they're committed to bringing to Toronto 2015 the largest and best Canadian Olympic team ever. We're talking about over 750 athletes competing for Canada.
Wow. So how many people is going to be playing on those games? So, I mean, how many athletes will be on those games?
Well, the number of athletes, we still don't have an exact number, but we're estimating somewhere in the neighborhood of 7,000 athletes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last question for you. Talk to me about the volunteering. How the people reach to be volunteering on that big event? Because I hear from somewhere that people who's going to be volunteering the big event, it's going to be something that it's really good for you because it's a big event.
So one really neat experience that the volunteers are going to have is the opportunity to sit down during the dress rehearsal for the opening ceremonies. So we're going to invite them to be a part of that. And what's cool about it is that Cirque du Soleil is our creative partner in putting together the opening ceremony. So these are going to be, you can imagine, out of this world. I mean, if you've ever seen Cirque du Soleil, whether live or over one of their movies or whatever, they are just unbelievable.
Yes,
so we can only expect the best. So yeah, so all of those things are perks, I guess you could call it, some great ways for us to make incentives and also show our gratitude to the volunteers. Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you very much.
And
Angela.
now we continue with Lisette at the studio.
Sounds like a lot of fun, and this has been a lot of fun. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. From all of us here at Latin Caribbean TV, thanks so much for sharing with us your time. I'm Lisette. See you next week. Bye.